Style. Style is the answer to everything. A fresh way to approach a dull or dangerous thing. To do a dangerous thing with style is what I call art.
This is the Tagg Verve Connect Max smartwatch. I brought this recently and I've been using this for last 1 week. Let's see what it offers. Mainly the pros and cons of this smartwatch. The package. When we see the package, is really nice. I really like the presentation of this smartwatch. It was beautiful, like a book. It opens like a book. Very nice. First time I'm seeing a budget smartwatch in such a beautiful package. So thumbs up. And the build quality is awesome. It's stainless steel, nicely polished, and you can see button here. So that's beautiful. And when we see the specs, some are mentioned on the back cover. You can see 1.8 inch largest display. So when we talk about the display, they try to misguide the buyers. The customers are being misguided by the size of the display. See, the bezels are clearly visible, but the pictures we see in the online websites are misleading. It shows as thin bezels, so it's a kind of not right. Now let's talk about the other specs. 1.8 inch largest display. Okay, then the pixels, you can see HD resolution. That really is HD resolution. You can see clear pictures here, and 60 Hz refresh rate, so it's very smooth, not like other smartwatch we see in this budget category. It's really smooth scrolling through. So I'll give it to them. They did a good work in the display section, except for the bezels. Yeah, for at this price range, I don't think anyone is offering such thin bezels. But they should not mislead the customers. So that's my concern. And he's having inbuilt phone book, then inbuilt calculator, few games, then in-app GPS. No built-in GPS, but it's in-app GPS. 100 plus watch faces. 600 nits brightness. Good. So they have sensors given here. Okay, mainly 4 sensors for SpO2 and heart rate monitoring. It also offers a BP monitoring, which is a gimmick. I don't think it's giving accurate results, so I'll not try that. Then they have stress monitor, which is also more or less a gimmick. They are copying Samsung. Then sleep monitor, then few activities. Heart rate monitor works well, that's not a gimmick. Then SpO2 also to some extent gives accurate result. Other than that, BB monitor is just gimmick, so don't take it for granted. Then the brightness, you can increase the brightness level. It's really bright, 600 nits brightness. They really deliver that kind of brightness. It's really bright. You can see the messages. And one thing I want to mention about this smartwatch is the app support isn't that great. You can see this is the app, the Connect Max app, Tagg Active app. So when we go to the dial market, you can see several hundreds of watch faces here, but the problem here is none of these watch faces show battery percentage. Not a single one. Not a single one of these watch faces actually shows the battery percentage. That's really disappointing for me. I found it a deal breaker actually. I don't know why. It's not a big deal just to display battery percentage, even when you see the watch itself. Here they are not showing the battery percentage. Now it's full, but how will you know it's full? How much percentage of battery is remaining? It's not possible. I hope they fix it through some software update. So there's a quick toggle menu. Better I reduce this brightness. It's not visible. So it's a cause for concern. Why can't they just fix it through a software update? I hope they do soon. Quick toggle. Then here also you have some features like brightness here. Then the view, you can change the app view. Here is the list style, and you have smart style. Let's select smart style and see. Yeah, this is how the apps will look like after selecting smart style. And if you don't like that, you can select honeycomb, the famous honeycomb. Yeah, let me see. They try to copy Apple. Okay, so let's go back to the list style. Okay, let's see what else they are offering. They have a camera shutter, then few games. They have 2048 and a car race. I don't know how to play this game. 2048, is it visible? Very boring game. And the car race actually is kind of boring. They could have made it some interesting, but it's very slow. See, the racing is like a snail race. It's not actually car race, slow race. So it's not interesting. I don't think they will fix it through any software update or anything. So you're stuck with only these two stupid games. So that's a bummer. Then you have breathing. It's actually another gimmick, not very useful. They will help you to breathe. Breathing exercise, they will give some instructions, so it's not useful. And some activities shown. Then the weather. Okay, the weather is displayed. Then we have the stopwatch, display time. You can select how long you want the screen to be turned on. That's good. And the flashlight. Ooh, this is the flashlight. Calculator, that's good thing. Not very useful, but it's good to have a calculator. Then you have a calendar, voice assistant. So the voice assistant is funny, not very useful. Then female menstrual cycle track, all those things. Alarm clock, this is actually good. You can set the alarm here, that's a good thing. Other smartwatches of this budget range, they don't have option to set the alarm directly from the watch, but in this watch you have the option, so it's a good thing. So you cannot customize the watch face, this long press won't work, so you can only change the watch face through the app. Okay, so many watch faces are available, but like I told, no battery percentage is available. It's really disappointing. Okay, so all the permissions have been turned off. I won't use it as my primary smartwatch. I'll wear this during my gym sessions. So that's about the smartwatch. The world on your wrist, I don't think so, but at this price range they tried to do a good job. They offer Bluetooth calling, so Bluetooth calling is the main attraction of this smartwatch, but Bluetooth calling isn't up to mark. It's okay for this price range, but yeah, they could have improved it a bit. You have search phone option, yeah, it will ring. So Bluetooth calling isn't great. In the Tagg Connect, you have dial pad, call record, contact person. Dial pad, you can directly dial the number and call the person. Contact person, you need to add the contacts through the app. You cannot add many contacts, but I think 10 to 15 you can add. And you have call record here. So that's about Tagg Connect. So yeah, a decent smartwatch at this price range, but they have a lot to improve, especially the watch faces. The watch faces need improvement really. So if you need to change your watch faces, it will take on more than a minute. I'll show you. So if I want to change the watch face, first it will take time to load, then it will show some watch faces. Okay, I'm selecting this one. Okay, let's start. Yeah, it's downloading. It will take some time to, yeah. So it's Bluetooth 5 version 5.2, so it's not that slow, but it's taking its time. So that's a disappointment. So hundreds of watch faces, but if you want to change the watch faces, you need to have some patience. Patience is the key. So yeah, you can see how slow this is. 30%. You cannot use the watch also during this time. So let's keep it aside and wait till it gets over. Ooh, it's painfully slow. there are a lot of areas for improvement. I hope next generation of Tagg watches rectifies all these mistakes. But they are trying to do some good things, so I appreciate that. But so when we talk about the battery life, I was using this watch as a standalone smartwatch, so I got around 7 days of battery backup. So today I charged it again fully. So it's just standalone smartwatch for me, not my daily driver. So 7 days is my usage. I found it on the lesser side, so I hope they fix it through some software update or something. It is having a 220 mAh battery, so it's not a bad battery though. So it's having some features like speaker, microphone and all those things, so I don't think it will last more than 7 days too, so it's okay. I was using this mainly for gaming, the car race, though it's boring. I never seen car race in another smartwatches. Yes, my Apple Watch and my Galaxy Watch is having much better games, interesting games than this, but I won't play games in my primary smartwatches, so this one here is disposable for me, so I'm using this as my secondary smartwatch, which I use for gaming mainly. So I don't think many of you will use this as a gaming smartwatch. So in my opinion, the battery life is less, so I hope Tagg rectifies its mistakes in the next generation of Tagg smartwatches. Looking forward to it.